guys!
Hello, everybody. So today, thought we'd do our live stream.
We've been meaning to do this since Tuesday night.
Yeah, we've been meaning to do it for a few days now, and we're finally getting around to it now. So I got the phone plugged in because it was kind of getting low, and in a little bit I will show you a tour of our place that we're staying.
Hi, Logan.
Hey, Logan. But we're on vacation, and it's honeymoon, and it's 9:30 at night. So yeah, thought we were sitting there going, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We can watch a movie, or
We're not gonna go on the beach in the dark.
yeah, we're not gonna go on the beach, and
Clubbing.
yeah, the bar scene or clubbing isn't really our thing. So we thought we'd talk to some of our friends. So
Hi, Gino.
yeah, as you can tell, we're
Oh my god.
lobsters. I'm red. That's saying something. Sam is really
I
red.
have the worst hit. My stomach, it's horrible. It's like blotchy. It's really bad.
Yeah. The sunscreen that we had is only good for 80 minutes. I don't know.
We did not know that.
And it's like SPF 30 or 50?
30.
Yeah, they sell SPF 100 here in
100
Florida.
plus.
The lady was explaining about like, oh yeah, you know, we have umbrellas and chairs and stuff like that you can use, and she's like, you'll still get burnt with the umbrella though,
Yeah.
because the umbrella is like SPF 30, and I was thinking like, it's an umbrella. What are you talking about? Yeah, the sun here in Florida is very strong. Very, very strong.
Yeah.
So, I'm a lobster and she's a lobster. Every higher number is really an excuse to charge more. Aloe vera, yeah, we got a bottle of aloe.
Yeah, we got it last night and we're already out of a bottle probably like this big. We already used like that much of it.
Yeah, but it's good. I mean, I don't like hurt that much.
My feet hurt.
Today we went to the Mayaka State Park, and we went on an airboat ride, and we seen 2 alligators swimming in the water. What else did we do?
We did a canopy walk there.
Oh yeah, this thing's called the canopy walk, and you go up this like, I don't know, we're probably up like 30 feet, and
Like
you walk across like a drawbridge.
Yeah, it's like a fire tower except it's wooden, and then you go across it, and then the other side goes up 79, 73.
It's like 70 something feet.
Yeah, 70 something feet up, and you see it all over like miles. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
Then we went to the beach again.
Yeah, I went to the beach. I fell asleep in a beach chair.
Collected shells.
Collected some shells, and it was pretty good. It's lit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, who's gonna get the first tier this fall? I don't know. That's too
Me.
far away. Tomorrow they have like these rentals that you can do here, and you can rent like a moped, which you guys know I'm all about the mopeds, and you can rent like bikes, but they put a 49cc engine into this little 3-wheeled cart that 2 people can sit in. So tomorrow, if the weather's good, we're gonna hop in that thing and we're gonna go cruising, because for like 4 hours it's like $70, which is pretty cheap,
That'd be awesome.
and it'd be a lot of fun to do that.
Because for an hour it's $30, but then for 4 it's 70. So.
Yeah, so
Even if it's like drizzling, it'd be fun.
rent some jet skis. They
That
do
would be
have
fun.
jet ski rentals here,
I've never
and
been
boat
on one.
rentals. I've never been on a jet ski either.
That'd be fun.
But yeah, we've been to the beach. We went body surfing, and body surfing is really fun, by the way. You like catch a wave right as it's like the white part on the top is curling in, and if you get it right, you'll ride it for like, I don't know, 10, 15 feet.
It's
Sometimes
really fun.
more if it's a real powerful
like
one.
you can feel like the vibration going through you. It's really cool.
It's really cool.
It's a really cool feeling.
First time in Florida? Yes.
No?
Oh, no.
For both of us, like together,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been once and he's been once.
Yeah. We
Me
went to
more
Disney
recently.
World. Went to Disney World, and we did Magic Kingdom for a day. Jenna's watching.
Hi, sister.
So that was really fun. We got to see the fireworks. Their new firework display
Oh
is
my
like super
God.
cool.
I cried. It was amazing.
They like
The whole castle is just so
yeah, they
perfect.
like use projectors on the whole entire castle, and then they like change how the castle looks, and it goes with the fireworks. It's super cool. Go swim with the
I would
dolphins.
totally if that wasn't an arm and a leg.
I don't know how much that costs.
It's expensive.
The thing is, we're on the Siesta Key, and they call it an island, but it's really, I don't think it's like,
A full island.
yeah,
You gotta be connected somehow.
but it's kind of like a little community. It's really cute, and
Everything's like all the restaurants and stuff are just like local, except there's one Subway that
there's one
managed
Subway.
to come in, but.
Levi says hi. Hi,
Oh,
Levi.
Hi, Levi.
But yeah,
Oh,
it's really nice.
perfect.
And we had 8 days here, and I feel like we just got started. But yeah, we spent the first 3-ish days in Orlando.
Yeah.
And Orlando's good. Disney World was good, but it's not like this.
It's not it's too busy.
It's not relaxing. A couple things I noticed about the Florida people is because we rented a car, and the drivers here
Are horrible.
are horrible. They are
Horrible.
they ride on the back end of your car real bad. I've almost gotten in many accidents because they cut through traffic. They're either going like 20 miles an hour or they're going like 100. They fly past you. It's weird. And when it rains, the streets fill up with water like you wouldn't believe.
The first day we got here, well, to Siesta Key, we went out to lunch and we walked. And we didn't know that it was going to storm. And so we left and it was downpouring. We were walking barefoot in water that was like that deep, like up to our ankles and stuff. And we were just completely soaked, but we were having fun.
Yeah. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah. I was wearing new sandals that are like $40. I didn't want to ruin them. So I'm like, I have to go barefoot. And I don't want to go barefoot alone. So you were sweet enough to go barefoot for me.
It was good. I laughed the whole time. I thought it was hilarious, but
That
you
was
didn't think it was
cold.
hilarious.
It was hilarious at first, but then I got really cold.
Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe we'll just show you guys around our little place here.
It's like a little beach.
I'll unplug you. I don't know how much battery life I have now, but... Oh, okay, so this area here we're sitting on is the bedroom. I'll kind of show you guys. This is where the door is. It's king-size bed, really cute sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Has air conditioner and a TV. And then this is... The floors are like these hardwood floor things with... It's really clean looking.
Oh, yeah.
And then in here is the bathroom, if I can get the switch. So, simple bathroom, but I like the shower. Shower's really cool. We got stuff hanging up. And then a full-length mirror on the outside. And then you walk through this door, and this is your main living area with another air conditioner, a nice little sitting area, couch, another TV, and then a full-on, actually very nice kitchen, like premium appliances and stuff. So we've actually been able to cook some meals here. You know, because yeah, which is good because when you eat out for all these days, it's one of these special things with the like thing, and it comes fully ready with all the dishes and pans and stuff that you need, and it's really nice. This isn't an Airbnb. It's called the Inn on Siesta Key. And then big windows out here. And outside, turn on the light. Got like a nice little sitting area. And then the ground's all wet, so I'm not going to go venture further. But there's a pool, 2 grills. All you have to do is walk around and go up. And there's a couple different units here, but they're, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 other units similar to this one, Sam.
Yeah.
So I'll plug you guys back in.
I mean, they get bigger with like a couple of bedrooms and stuff, but all very similar.
Yeah, all very similar, and
I put on your shirt.
oh, it's a real nice place. Debbie says, any plans on kids? When will we see another great trip to the tent? I don't know. The kids, I mean, we would like kids whenever we can, I guess. We're not in a rush, but we definitely want to have them sooner rather than later. And a tent trip. This year, I think we have more of
Camping.
more camping. Excuse me. When I get back, I'm gonna start working on the camper. A few things I want to do to it. Hey, Joe 811321. I'm gonna put new stabilizer jacks on it, 4 of them, one on each corner, and then I'm gonna make an awning for it. We talked about getting like a little porter potty thing for it, and can't remember what the other thing was I want to do. Oh, I want to somehow make like the air conditioner that I have. I want to vent it into the camper from the outside, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like cut a hole in it or anything. I have to figure out a way to vent it in there because I think the air conditioner would help too.
I just want to use it more.
Happy new haircut, Zach. Looking smart today.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carter. So I'm gonna get all that taken care of. Gino asked, does the AC work well in there? I don't know. Online through research and a lot of YouTube videos, I've found that some people cut a hole and put it in there, and I'm not really interested in that. But I've seen some people build these wooden structures that sit on the outside and then they vent through the bug netting or the screen, if you will. I like that idea, but I've really been researching a way to you make like a square cover thing that goes over where the vent goes into the actual where it blows out the cold air. You make a vent and then you put duct on it and you run that into wherever you're going, and as long as it's a short run, it seems to work. Now you don't get the climate control feature because it's not in the room. Like the whole unit would sit outside. You just plug it in and vent it in. So that's what I'm gonna try first. What's going on, Neil? That's what I'm gonna try first, but yeah. Debbie asks, you have a unique wedding band. Any special significance? Not really. It's just a black band with there's 9 diamonds in it. The reason I went with a black band is honestly black is like one of my favorite colors, and this is a stainless steel, made in China, apparently. But I got it at K Jewelers, and I like the diamonds because I thought, we went in there for Sam's ring, and Sam's ring is real nice. It turned out really well. It has nice. This won't focus on it for its life, but it's really nice and it has a good look to it. And I thought, well, if she's gonna spend a little bit of, if we're gonna spend a little dough on her, I want to spend a little bit of dough on mine. And this was only like a $400 band, which really isn't all that expensive when it comes to rings. But I got some diamonds in there as a little deal. And then they come in titanium or these other steels that are very, very hard to cut off your finger. So I wanted to get a stainless steel one because if I ever smash my finger or my finger swells and I can't get it off, I want to be able to cut it off. So that's kind of why I went with that. But I really like it. It has a good like shimmer to it that catches my eye, and hopefully catches the other lady's eyes. But yeah, so.
And we're in Florida, by the way. Whoever asked that. We're in Florida.
Did someone ask?
Yep. Where are we vacationing?
Oh, okay. Do you weld with it on? I would be careful. You know what? I am gonna weld with this ring on. A lot of people have told me like, oh, get one of those like silicone band things, and you know, a lot of people at work wear their wedding bands. I mean, you just got to be careful. So we'll see. Someone said don't get slag in it or on it. Yeah, I wear gloves though, so I'm not worried about that as much. We'll see how it goes. If it bothers me or junk gets in there, I'll probably not wear it. But until that happens, I can't really say whether I am or not going to wear it all the time.
We should just try it.
Oh, I'm going to wear it for sure.
Yeah.
Carter asked, are you guys finally married? Yes.
Got married on Friday.
Carter, if you go to the Joe and Zach Survival Facebook page, my dad's made a couple posts in the last few weeks about us. We got married.
A few weeks.
Well,
I know.
yeah. We got married last Friday, and then Saturday we came here on our vacation. And we've been here. We'll be here till Sunday.
Yep. A couple more days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we might be going to a marina that has manatees.
Yeah, we're gonna go
super
there.
excited.
She has this weird thing. Hey, Kirk. She has this weird thing with manatees.
They're so dopey. Okay. What?
Yeah. He says hi to you too.
Oh, hi. I can't read that far.
Yeah. So yeah, this year we plan on going camping. One of the first investments I want to make after we fix, if you will, the camper. Not fix, but another thing I want to do with the camper is I want to put 2 new leaf springs on it, and then right now the axle sits over the leaf springs. I'm going to flip it so the axle is under the leaves, because it sits low to the ground, and I notice when we go in and out of gas stations, the rear bumper thing on it almost scrapes, and so I want to get it up off the ground a little more. And now that I'm going to be putting on those standard jacks, it's going to have this much of a jack sitting underneath it, so I do need to raise it up.
More fishing videos.
More fishing vids would be great. Love those. What length is your camper? The fishing vids, this year, that was one of our big things for camping this year, is I got the kayak last year, and we have the canoe that I finally registered, which is super easy, by the way. But, like I was saying, I want to get a 2,000 watt generator, so when we go on these trips, we can have power for some of the time. And I want to go on what you guys might call boondocking, or go to these more primitive campsites. We actually looked at one when we were up there, but the Forest Service makes all these campsites. They don't have any electricity or running water necessarily, but they have what would you call that, outhouse type bathroom. And we want to go to these places, and then I want to go fishing, and obviously I want you to come with me if you want to, or whatever, but we want to get into it a little more this year. We've just, hopefully we can find the time to get away.
Yep.
What was the other question?
The
other one, fishing vids. So yeah, that kind of pertains with the fishing vids too, is last year for my birthday I got the GoPro, and I got the head mount and the chest mount, and we got a new camera and stuff like that. So really hoping to make some better vids, and the GoPro fishing one is super great. In fact, I was going to go out trap shooting a few weeks ago. Brought the GoPro, brought the chest mount, got there. It was all good, but I forgot the little case thing that goes around my GoPro to attach it to the chest mount. So I got that in the truck now, so I'll never forget. But, yeah. Debbie says, your dad cooks a lot of pork steaks, his favorite. What are your favorite meals while camping? And Samantha, will we see more of you out fishing the guys?
I usually outfish you. Well, it depends on where we are.
You always outfish me.
If we're at his mom's side of the family's cabin, I outfish him all the time.
What are our favorite meals?
For camping?
Hobo packs.
We put we get a pound of hamburger and we divide it into we can make 2 big ones, or usually we just do 4, right? 4.
Yeah.
And then we put when we're camping, we make it a little different. We get frozen steak fries, little mini corn
Mini corn
on the cobs, and stuff, and then onions and like steak seasoning, and then you like put some oil on it on tin foil and you package it up, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite meals in general. But like when we go camping, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Or we do like
We like steaks.
Yeah, steaks or
pork chops.
We're normal.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of normal. But one of our specialty camping ones is the.
My mom. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
My mom got me a cookbook a couple years ago for camping, and it's just a bunch of camping recipes. And that's where we got the camping hobo pack one with the corn and stuff in it.
Ever thought about collabing with your dad some? Well, I mean, you guys do see me in some videos, but he's very. You guys have probably noticed this. He's very go, and so when my dad wants to do something, he does it. And I've messaged him many times and was like a while back, he was doing the pigs and stuff. I messaged him and was like, hey, let me know. I'll come down. I'll help you out. We'll make a video. It'll be great. And then he just does it.
Yeah,
so
he did it on like a weekday.
Wednesday.
Which doesn't work for you, but
yeah. So that's one of the hardest parts is like his work schedule allows him to take off on Thursday, go to the tent till Monday. He really doesn't have a set in stone schedule, and for me, it's it takes
he only
planning.
Gets half a Saturday because of sleeping, and then Sunday.
Yeah.
To do stuff. So.
Yeah. So where are you guys now? Kirk asked. Still in Florida? Yes, we'll be in Florida until Sunday, and then we gotta fly back home. I don't want to go home.
Yes, you do. You're homesick.
I am. Xander says, hi, you both. Congratulations. Have a great time. I'm going to pick this up because it keeps falling.
It's too far
Ivor says, getting some storms 100 to the west of you right now. Yeah, we got some storms earlier.
We're still getting some, though.
Gino asked, how did we meet? We met in high school.
We met in 9th grade English, and I did not like him.
I was a player, I guess.
But we started dating in 11th grade.
Yeah. And we've been dating for almost 8 years. And now we're married, so I guess...
You did something right.
Are we going to have to celebrate 2 anniversaries, or dating anniversary? And,
oh, yeah. More presents.
Oh, okay. That's how it is. Too Fast 65 says, congrats on your wedding, guys. Have a great night. Be safe. We're always safe.
Yeah.
We're not crazy. We're not going to the bars or nothing. Lots of flowers. Yeah. You like your flowers.
Yeah, I love flowers. The only thing is we have to keep them in our bedroom because our cats get into them because we have a cat that eats them.
Yeah. Saw the vid when you asked her to marry. Did she know?
I knew you had the ring.
Yeah, she knew I got the ring because I messed that up.
Okay, I'm going to tell a story. Okay, we were up in Grand Marais, and the night before we were swimming in the pool, and I said when we get back up to the room, I'm going to paint my nails because I kind of thought that maybe he would propose the next day because, we were in our favorite spot, yada, yada. So he said, well, I'm not going to propose to you tomorrow because you know that it's going to happen. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You don't want me to expect it. Well, then I still painted my nails and whatever. I'm like, he's not going to tell me that he's not going to propose if he's going to propose.
I don't think you painted your nails that night, though. I think you
did.
You did?
I did.
Oh, I thought it was something like you waited or something.
No, I did.
Okay.
And then, so I didn't think that he was going to do it because he told me that he wasn't. Well, then the day that you actually did, which was the next day, which was the day I originally thought, you woke up with a horrible cold. And all day you just weren't feeling good. You're very sluggish feeling, And so I'm like, well, he's definitely not going to propose to me while he's sick. But he did.
And
so I knew, but I didn't know.
And we woke up, and it was warm outside. It was like a normally warm out.
Yeah, for up there, and it was in October. It was like 60.
And And so I had my coat on
Winter,
because
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm cold, I'm sick, which
Yeah.
I was sick, but
Yeah.
I was actually extremely warm, and it was extremely warm outside, so I was sweating up a
Yeah.
storm, but I had to wear the jacket to keep the ring hidden.
And then after you asked, we were walking back, and I'm like, "So are you like really cold right now?" Because I was just in like a sweatshirt, and I was like dying in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm sweating up a storm right now. I gotta take this off."
Yeah. But yeah, we walked out. You take this like concrete pier thing out pretty far
That's pretty far,
to
yeah.
a lighthouse, and then the lighthouse had stairs. So I set that camera up, and I don't think you knew it at that moment in time what was going on because I started kind of dancing with her goofily, as you see, and she's like, "Okay, now get down on one knee," like as a joke. And I said, "Well, actually, I have something I need to ask you," and that's when you see your hands go up like this, because then you knew.
Yeah. And then when he asked that, I was turned away from the camera, and he said that my eyes were like.
And then she looks at the camera like very shortly after and is like,
Like
"Oh, like
I'm
it
getting the
clicked."
connection,
Yeah.
yeah. Because we were videotaping the whole time because he told me he was going to make like a video of our trip up there. So like he had the camera out a lot. So when he set it up, I didn't think anything of it. I'm just like, oh, it's another clip.
Yeah. It's a really
You
foggy
did
day.
good.
Yeah, I did pretty good, I think. Paul asked, "Did you buy a camper?" We brought the old camper home and popped it up because we thought the old camper was going to be trash because I couldn't remember how well we packed it up last year. Apparently, we packed it up pretty
It
good.
was perfect.
It had a tiny bit of water on the vinyl side of the roof, like the roofing of the canvas. Tiny bit. Everything else was fine. There's no water spots, no rot, no animals, no bugs, nothing got
No
in it.
smell. I mean,
No
it
smell. It smells like how it smelled last year.
smells like nature.
Yeah, it smells like a camper. Not like an old musty camper though.
No.
But it smells like our camper, which is relatively clean.
Yeah.
So happy about that.
Very. Xander needs some cousins.
Joe says should have worn a mic. Yeah, that's not obvious at all. I'm just gonna mic up, babe. Xander does need some cousins. Any problems with mold where the water was? No, the water it was on the like on a pop-up camper where the bunks come out on the top. It's normally like a white vinyl, if you will, and the water was just sitting on that white vinyl part. So the water never got into the canvas. The canvas itself felt maybe damp, or it could have just been cold because
Yeah,
it
I
was
think it
pretty
was
cold up
cold.
there. But I popped it up for a day or two. There's nothing wrong with that camper,
No.
so
Nothing.
we decided on using it for at least another
Yeah.
year, and then we'll decide again what we think. Debbie asked, "Are there pics of the wedding on your Facebook page?"
John Zach.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. On the Drone Zach survival page, there is a couple.
Yeah.
We got 3 teaser pics today, so.
Yep. And I think my dad put up like a short little video clip or something
Of us dancing.
of us dancing, but it's a few posts down. You'll have to find it.
Best night ever.
Gino said, "I am popping mine up tomorrow. Hopefully it is good." I hope so.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing with those pop-up campers is people get water spots and stuff, and I think it's just because they don't take the time. Maybe it rained the one day they were there or whatever, and then they pack it up, and they just don't get around to opening it up. But when we go camping, it comes home, it goes in the garage, and it gets popped up, sometimes for weeks.
Yeah.
And I normally fully clean it and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm gonna clean it really good.
this year I'm gonna be redoing that whole kitchen area. Um, I made that one last year, and I'm not really happy with how it turned out.
No.
I watched a video on how they build them because I couldn't figure out how you make it flip. I figured it out. So all it is a piano hinge, and then on the back side there's like posts that come up and off, and when it flips over, the posts hit the floor, and then the kitchen itself doesn't rub on the floor. And I couldn't figure that out last year, so I'm gonna attempt to remake one. T Chicky Bolt says, "Hey,
Hi.
Hello. I never actually heard that username on here, so I think they're new.
Hello.
Um,
Welcome.
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 Yeah, but I mean, I'll make sure I record it all for you guys when I make it, because there's going to be quite a few different things. I want to get those jacks on first, that way we can see. Originally, it just had the tongue jack in the front, and then 2 jacks on the back, so I'm going to be putting 4 jacks on it now. T Chicky asks, how are you?
I'm good. I'm perfect.
Yeah, I'm doing very good. Also.
How are you? Did this hurt?
No, I'll be a little, but no. We both got way too much sun the last 2 days. I'm like red. She's pretty red. She has some weird tan stuff going on.
I wish I could show you my stomach without it being weird. It's horrible. I'm French. Oh.
I have 2 in the back and 1 in one front corner. I've heard of that. They put like 3 on there. I'm putting 4 on there. See you, Joe. I'm putting 4 on there because I want like the most stability possible. I don't like when my door doesn't close, or like when we were deer hunting. What was it? If you stood by the bunk and closed the door, it would latch. But if you stood by the door and closed it, the camper went unlevel, and then you couldn't close that stinking door.
It was horrible.
And
it was so cold.
It was freezing. Kirk said, I am good. Me and my wife just found out we are having a girl.
Aww.
That's so exciting. Good for you, Kirk.
And that T Chicky. We're from Minnesota.
Yeah, we're from Minnesota.
But we're in Florida right now.
There's a lot of different people here in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say, when we were...
Oh, my God. Yeah, the alligator place. Those girls.
Oh, tell them the story. I wasn't going to tell them that. But
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
So, I'm an impatient person. Like, I know that, and I accept that about myself. But today when we were at the alligator, like, boat ride, there was these 2 chicks that are, like, I think they were, like, European, somewhere from Europe, I think.
Yeah.
They didn't speak very good English anyway. So we're getting on the boat, and it's like a single file line, and Zach was behind me, and all of a sudden, she comes, like, these 2 chicks come barging and, like, almost damn near pushed me over. And we're like, can we sit in the front of the boat? And then they ended up not sitting in the front of the boat. And they were just really rude about it. Like, just, like, completely budged in front of everybody. Like, there's old people in front of me, like, 80s. Like, old people.
Yeah.
And, like, people.
Yeah. People can be super rude. And that's not the first thing that happened on this trip.
No.
I mean, there's been a few things, but Kirk asked, did I do any fishing? No, but I seen a fish in the ocean today.
I see one jumping.
Yeah, you seen one
It
jumping?
was tiny though. It's not like a dolphin or anything, but it was like maybe this big, and I was just like,
Yeah. So, no, I haven't done any fishing. People say the fishing down here is great, but no.
I think I get seasick.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
I would for sure.
I don't know if I would. I tried to. Oh, I'm a calculated risk kind of guy, so
You are.
I'd say, well, the probability of me getting seasick is 50-50. And
That's just a little too high for me.
That's just a little too high. I don't know. I'm a weirdo.
Yes, you are. But I love it.
Oh, the car that we rented is a Ford Fiesta hatchback. Oh man, after driving a truck for a few months, that thing, oh, you can parallel park it, you can whip it around, like, it is nice, because, you know, when you drive a truck, you go into a parking lot, you park in the back, because if you park in the front, you might not get out. So you park in the back, and having this little car, oh my god, you can park it twice, it's great. I told Sam, I'm like, when we get home, I'm buying one. I'm not gonna buy one, but it is a cute little car.
It is cute.
Lewis says, hello guys, congrats and welcome to my home state.
you.
Hi. Northwoods Tracker says, "Congrats from Wisconsin. Just tuned in. Where in Florida are you?"
Are we telling people? Is it a secret?
No.
Just kidding. We're in Siesta Key.
Yeah, we're in Siesta Key.
It's amazing. It's paradise.
Uh-huh. Kirk says, "I leave for Canada in July. Are you going to do some fishing in Canada?" Debbie says, "I have to go. Storm coming in Arkansas. Messing with my internet. I'm so happy for both of you. Keep up the videos. Spreading word to my friends. Have fun."
Thank you.
Thanks, Debbie.
Bye.
And hope to hear from you soon. How was fishing weekend at the tent? I didn't do any fishing. We went up there and we had lunch, which was really nice. That was really nice. And then we grabbed the camper and did that right away and left. And hopefully they didn't think we were like rude or anything, but it's like a 4-hour drive up there if you don't take any stops.
And we didn't want to impede. Like, they had a very busy like weekend. Like the last 3 weeks of them being like in Louisiana, driving up to Minnesota and stuff. They were really busy, and we did not want to just intrude.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of probably their first relaxing weekend in a long time.
Yeah.
So we weren't trying to impede on them. And, you know, I had worked until 1 o'clock or 12:30 the night before. Got home at around 1. Went to bed. Was up by 8. I don't think I fell asleep till 2 or 3. But I was up at 8. Was it 8?
Yep. When we left at 9, we got home at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So
So,
we were
on the road for 12 hours.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So we drove all the way up there, grabbed it, drove all the way back.
We didn't have the dogs.
We had the dogs at home. So we were kind of on a time crunch, I guess. So we were just trying to get up there and get it done. And it was the weekend before our wedding. So
We had stuff to do. We had to go shopping.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So it was really short. I kind of felt bad for being that short, but I figured they probably wouldn't mind, and we had stuff to do. So
Well, I think what happened was we ate lunch and then we went outside to get the camper all hooked up. Well, then we had to get the tire pumped because it was low. And so then we drove to go to the backwoods cabin to fill it up. And I think by the time we got there, it was like your dad might have thought that, well, I guess they're leaving because they already hooked it up, whatever. And then we're like, well, it doesn't make sense to like drive back. So I think that's what happened.
yeah. Yeah, we weren't trying to be rude. Hopefully it didn't come across as rude, but we were just trying to get stuff done. But I knew, the weather right then and there was like, it was like 30 something at night, and then we get up to like 60 during the day, 60, 70.
Yeah.
So we're right in that critical spot of if this camper is wet, it's going to get moldy quick. So that was actually good that we got it, because now they're having super hot weather. So any moisture that was in there would have got mold, but we got up there. The camper is in great condition, so I'm happy about that.
Well, I think I want to have some chilies.
Okay.
We're in Florida. Let me just tell you something. Florida has hundreds of Chili's around. Chili's is my favorite restaurant, and where we live in Minnesota, the closest one is an hour away. And then, like, driving around Orlando, I think there's, like, 3 in Orlando. And then driving out here, we saw, like, a Chili's on every sign for every town we passed, I think. And so, we're in Siesta Key, we're, like, on, like, a little island, and we're trying to eat, like, all the local stuff. But, yeah, we go to
It's all
Chili's.
fish.
But we go to Chili's for dinner because it's delicious. And I have leftovers, so.
Yeah. One thing I will say about Orlando that was kind of eye-opening for both of us is in Orlando there is a very high population of Spanish people.
Mm-hmm.
And would it be Spanish or Hispanic? Is that the same thing? Anyways, there's a lot of like Hispanic people.
Yeah.
And I've never been like a minority. That's the right word, right? Hispanic.
Yeah.
Anyways, you don't see the world in that kind of a sense, but when we were in Orlando, I was blown away with how many of the people were Hispanic, and I mean, there's
the
probably a few days there we didn't hear very much English at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Like,
very weird to be on that side of things.
Like, we went to Starbucks and the guy said thank you in English and then in Spanish and stuff, and it was just different to be like in a different culture, because like where we're from, we have a lot of other people there too.
Somalians.
Yeah, we have Somalians and like Middle East people and all that. So,
but they're still, they're the minority.
yeah,
So
yeah.
So we've never been someplace where we were a minority.
Yeah, very.
And to see things from that light, it wasn't a bad thing, but you kind of understand maybe where some people would get frustrated being a minority because of the fact that it's really hard, you know?
Yeah, it is hard.
It is hard. You talk to somebody or you're in line for something and like everybody else is speaking a different language and you really kind of feel out of it. So the correct term is Hispanic.
We don't know, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that's one thing I will say.
There's no such thing as way too many chilies. I would totally, like, seriously, where we live, if there was, I told them this at dinner time, if there was a Chili's in our town, I don't think that, like, we would spend all of our money there. I would go there every day. I love, they have a Chipotle chicken fresh mix bowl. It's like rice, beans, cheese, tomatoes, chicken. It is like the best thing in the world. I could eat it every day.
Yeah, she couldn't. I get the fajitas.
And we like drove around and we got out and walked around some of like the restaurants here, and we were like, oh, more seafood, more seafood, more seafood. And then we're like, we got in the car and we started driving out a little ways, and he's like, just like look up something. And I typed in Chili's right away because I'm like, it's only 12 more minutes. Great, and I'm addicted.
Oh my.
We even.
Oh no. Yeah, to-go cups. You need a grouper sandwich. Did we have grouper yet? I think all we've been having is tilapia.
Well, you had mahi.
I had mahi.
And we never had that before, and it was really good.
It was good. It was a nice white fish.
Yeah.
Squeezing in one more comment. Your wedding dress and you, beautiful. Only 2 pics, but both of you look wonderful. And Joe and Melissa, right? Next, haha. Okay, I'm going now. I can listen as long as I can.
Thank you. I
Thank
felt
you.
like a princess.
Alright, everybody. We appreciate you watching, and talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.